Have you ever wished that you could travel back in time to revisit a moment from Magic the Gathering's past? Well, today, we're going to do just that and take a look at Magic the Gathering's first completely busted combo deck circa 1997. Let me introduce you to Cadaverous Bloom. This deck's cornerstone is the 5-mana enchantment from Mirage, Cadaverous Bloom, which allows you to exile cards from your hand to add double black or double green mana. Seems fair, right? This deck's combo is built around 3 main types of cards: ramp, card draw, and a finisher. There's also interaction in lands, but there's not much to cover with those, so I'll leave that part to your imagination. Let's start with the ramp, which is what makes this deck go and involves 3 key cards in particular. Cadaverous Bloom is the first, which you've already become acquainted with. The next 2, which work hand in hand, are Squandered Resources and Natural Balance. Squandered Resources allows you to sacrifice lands to add mana, and Natural Balance allows you to search your library for up to 5 minus the number of lands you have on the battlefield and put them into play untapped. If that sounded a little confusing, let me demonstrate how this works with a scenario. It's my turn 3 and I've just untapped with a Squandered Resources in play and a Natural Balance in hand. Now, I can add mana with those lands and sacrifice them to Squandered Resources to add 2 additional mana. I use 4 of that mana to cast Natural Balance, and because I have 0 lands in play, I get to search out 5 more lands to put on the battlefield. I can now generate an extra 10 mana, which lets me ramp into my Cadaverous Bloom, cast another Natural Balance, or fuel the next part of the combo, which is the card draw. So let's say we have a Cadaverous Bloom in play. We can now exile cards from our hand to add mana and use that mana to draw more cards with Meditate and Infernal Contract, which can then add more mana by discarding even more cards. We can then funnel all of that extra mana into Prosperity, which draws us into a boatload of cards and likely more card draw, which will then draw the remainder of the deck. And now that we have the entire deck in our hand, third part of our combo comes into play, which is the finisher. At the time, Drain Life was the card of choice, in which you can do for a ton. As you can see, Cadaverous Bloom was a crazy powerful deck that was fast and resilient. It was truly one of the first busted combos in Magic the Gathering history. Thank you for tuning in and taking this journey back in time with me. I will see you again very soon with a brand new deck. But until then, you know the deal. Be well, my friend.